In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? We'll be doing great by the mercy and grace of Almighty Allah. My name's NA Saqib. I'm your IELTS and spoken English trainer and student visa consultant. I've been training the students and professionals at the platform of Genius Institute Lahore for the last 20 plus years. Dear friends, we're going to have a session of practice here in the spoken English class evening session. So they have been given questions and they're going to give answers of all those questions. So I'm going to give one by one question to each candidate and they're supposed to give the answers. Let's see how do they speak and what kind of conversation goes on. What type of sports do you like?
Well, I'm a big fan of almost all kinds of games, but cricket is my favorite one among all. It's very intriguing game, and although I'm not good player of it, but I'm a good viewer. I can say I'm a good viewer. Additionally, I also play indoor games, and Ludo is on the top of list. I have been playing this game since my childhood, and moreover, I also play computer-based games, and Call of Duty is my favorite game. My husband, I can say my husband introduced me to this game, and I'm quite bit competitive at this game.
Absolutely fantastic. Online games are gaining huge popularity in the current era, and students, professionals, everybody is a fan of these online games. They can be very tricky, but they are very sometimes exceptional in terms of increasing your IQ level.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. You must play some games, but you mustn't waste your time on playing games all the time. You know that could be disastrous for your future career if you're all the time playing these games. They're going to give you a hard time in the future if you are not focusing on your goals in your life. Yes, please. The next question from the next candidate is: what is the most popular sport in your country?
There are a lot of games playing in my country. I would say that cricket is one of the most popular sport in my country. While while hockey, polo, and squash are also very famous games. And other than this, there are some traditional games like kabaddi and other well-known games are also played in my country.
Of course, cricket has enjoyed a big name and fame in our country. Pakistan has won T20 World Cup. Pakistan has also won in '92 in the captaincy of Imran Khan Cricketing World Cup in the ODIs. Pakistan, but unfortunately, our national game, which is hockey, is not being given attention by the authorities concerned. So we need to just focus on this national game as well. Otherwise, cricket is running in the blood of the youngsters, like the like the blood. So I must say, all games are important because they bring a big name and fame for an individual's life. Rather, if they don't bring, they can be the cause of a big health, because a healthy body has a healthy mind. That's right. The next candidate question would be: do you prefer team or individual sports, and why?
Well, actually, I like both individual and team sport for different reasons. But honestly, I prefer team sport because it creates a sense of working together, and it teaches team management and working together that help us in our practical life to work together and achieve one common goal.
That's absolutely fine. And do you believe that team sports are also going to help us in the future in practical life?
Definitely, while working in a team, it helps us to make differences.
That's right. Thank you very much indeed. The next one is: did you play any sport in your childhood that you no longer play, and why?
I'm fond of playing sports since my childhood. Yes, I did play volleyball in my childhood, which I no longer play. Primarily because because of my business, because of my schedules.
Because your tight schedule and how.
Other priorities of life. That is why I could not play longer.
Okay, and do you wish to play some games at home? You know.
Yes, there are many indoor games like Ludo, Carom board. I used to play with my kids at
Yeah,
home.
that's right. You no longer play because life has become so you're formidable now. You know, so tight schedule, and you don't have time, leisure time. And this is really the hamartia of modern life is the tragic flaw or the tragedy. That's great. Thank you. The next question is, who is your favorite superstar, sports superstar?
Well, there are many sports superstars, but my favorite is Shahid Khan Afridi. He's my favorite because of his extraordinary cricketing skills, abilities, and cricket sense, which turned him into one of the best cricket all-rounder of the all time. That's why I like.
That's great. Thank you very much indeed. Shahid Khan Afridi is all-time favorite of all, and he has brought a big recognition for Pakistan. He's been the captain of Pakistan cricket team for a short while, for a short span of time, but he has been known as a hitter, you know, a game changer. Sometimes he has made Pakistan win some, you know, matches which were improbable actually. But later on, with his cricketing skills, with his amazing talent, and he has sometime been very ridiculous sometime, you know. But this is also one of his characteristics. But overall, he is a celebrity and he's known for. But these days, you know, Babar Azam is a favorite of everybody, and he has become a super duper star in the cricketing world, and I'm myself a big fan of him, and I think that he's a gift of God for Pakistan cricket team. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to give this chance to the boys now for giving the answers to the questions. So dear friends, now it's a boy's turn, and the first question from one of the boys is, do you always follow trendy fashion? Why not?
Well, to be honest, I'm not in favor of fashion, but I think fashion is the need of time. But I don't like that type of fashion which is very costly and for short time.
Oh, you're very much deep into fashion. That's why you like fashion which goes longer and it doesn't
Yes.
waste your money.
Yes,
That's
of course.
right. And you also like to follow the reasonable fashion, I must
Yes,
say.
of course. Yes, of
Thank
course.
you very much. Now the next student would be asked, how has fashion changed in your country in recent years?
Well, in my eyes, fashion has significantly changed in my country in recent times. For instance, even a decade before, I could see people wearing the same dresses for at least 6 months. But today, I see them buying new dresses in every month or so. Western culture has influenced the fashion sense of many young people in my country, and that influence is visible everywhere. So besides, in this modern era, people used to shopping mostly from a famous brand instead of local brands.
Yeah, it's the era of the brands. People have started investing on brands. Sometimes brands are not very good, but still they're expensive. But overall, I must say the brands have captured the attention of everybody, and it's a status symbol to put on brands these days. Yeah, you are right, absolutely. The next question would be, is maintaining fashion expensive in your country? Why not?
Yes, of course. Well, I believe that it's very expensive to maintain fashion these days because of different brands like J. Outfitters and One Life. They use best material to make their fashionable stuff, and
Yeah, you haven't named my favorite brand of shirt and tie shop. So this is really amazing because their clothes, their fabric, their fashion, the designs, everything is fantastic. Thank you. The next question would be, do you think fashion is an important part of our life? Why not?
Well, as much as the reality is fashion is an important part of our life, it's really described what we are and what we think about ourselves. So that's it.
Thank you very much indeed. There is no denying the fact that fashion has become an important part of our life. We can't live without fashion, but fashion should be decent enough to be followed. And it mustn't be so expensive, because life has become very difficult these days, and it's difficult to maintain both ends meet. How people can, follow the fashion, but the things which are trendy, fashionable, they are eye-catching. People are normally attracted by them. They would like to follow them, and fashion has become common, very common these days. Thank you guys, girls, for your answers of the questions about sports and fashion. Thank you very much.